series where I take you to travel across the northern region of Sarawak and explore the culture and the beauty that we have in our own backyard, and watch me create a whole collection inspired by the journey together. For Training Sarawak, we are going to travel to Bekenu, Bacalalan, Longsan, Longbuku, and finally Limbang. It's going to be a long journey for sure, but we are going to meet a lot of amazing people along the way. I think that's going to make the trip worthwhile. Well, so that's that. I'll see you guys on the road. This is Training Sarawak. My name is Joakim Atin. So I'm a fashion designer. So before this I was based in Jakarta and Kuala Lumpur, and recently just got back here in Sarawak. Newly, to be specific. I started as a fashion designer back in 2012 in KL. Back then I was starting as VIP stylish for wardrobe Mangsa, and then after that I moved to women's wear as a productions supervisor for one of the women's wear designers based in Shah Alam. So a few years with the KL designers. Then I moved to Jakarta to continue my study in fashion design as well. Then after that I'm working with the locals Indonesian brand as a product development managers. So after COVID, I made a decision to come back here in Miri and started my own brand, which is Akim Apparel. So to be honest, in the beginning I'm not sure what I'm going to do here in Miri, because as we know, Miri, we still don't have the industry moving forwards, meeting with all the other creative peoples here in Miri. So I think it's a good thing that I starting to introduce fashion to the community, because I see a lot of potentials in our own crafting, in our traditional craft that we can explore more, and our own traditions and culture that we can incorporate into fashion design. So this idea is actually came based on the experience that I have in Jakarta. So I saw the fashion designer or the fashion enthusiasts in Jakarta, they incorporating their own culture into modern streetwear ataupun modern high-end fashion range. So I wanted to do the similar things that what they have done in Jakarta, to incorporating our own culture, like the very less known ethnic culture that we have here in Sarawak, particularly in northern Sarawak, to explore more about the cultures, about the way of living, and then incorporating that into my own design. Yeah, so I think this is one of the way that we can preserve all this culture that we have here in Sarawak. So the end goal for this is actually to introduce fashion to the community and to let the people know that you can do fashion and preserving your own culture. Okay, so it's like you can preserve your own culture with fashions. And then I want people to know also that here in Sarawak, or best specifically maybe, we have a designer that you can collaborate with to preserve your own culture as well. Yeah, so I think I also want people to know that it's like Sarawak culture, it's like our people culture in a different perspective point of view. I think this was exciting. I've been exploring a lot more of the Indonesian culture back in the day when I was in Jakarta. So I feel ashamed because I know very little about our Sarawakian people. So this is actually my chance to explore more and to process and get to know more about our own peoples, and then bring that into like my own culture. I only know the basics, so when I go back later in this trip, maybe I can dig deeper. So what's the other culture, the other custom that we have. So means like I want to inspire more youngsters to be in the fashion industry as well. I mean, look at Indonesia. Kylie Kembali is already in Paris Fashion Week. It's already in Yohji Yamamoto collection. It's already in Dior collections. Look at South Africa motif, which is already around the world selling. So what about our culture? I think our culture have much more potential is we explore. I feel like now is the best time for me to go back to Sarawak to explore more about my identity as a Sarawakian as well, and then my own cultures and our Sarawakian peoples. This is very important. I mean, it's like feels like an emotional journey for me as well because I know very little about our own culture. Whereas in other part of the city, other part where I'm working, I know more about their cultures. So I think this is what we do with Trading Sarawak is what we really need right now. I hope to inspire more youngsters to be involved in the fashion industry, and then I would say if the new generation is willing to learn, I wanted to learn more about fashion, I am more than willing to teach them more about it. See you guys.
My name is Makimati. This is Trading Sarawak.